Hi everybody, Coach Craig from Householder Integrated Training, HIT Pittsburgh, and today we're going to go over the second part in our home yoga series. We're going to do Sun A's. So my lovely assistant B is going to help me out here and do the poses so that I can give you a couple coaching points. Tila might be walking around too, getting in our way, as your dog should do when you do yoga. That is the rule, is your dog needs to get in your way at least 5 to 7 times. So what we're going to do is we're going to work through some simple Sun A's. Every time we hit a new pose, we're going to hold that pose for 6 breaths. And what's really important is that from the very start, as soon as she gets into child's pose, we're going to start that Ujjayi breath that we talked about last time, taking that nice deep inhale through your nose, and then same way out of your nose. When we make that sound out of our nose, remember we want to constrict the passage in the back of our throat a little bit and squeeze the air out of our over our throat. So we're going to start with being child's pose here. Tila, you're going to have to scoot. And since she's in child's pose and she's in a new pose, she's going to hold this for 6 deep breaths. So right now she's just relaxing, she's just letting her forehead just melt into the ground. And she's just really focusing on her breathing and really getting that rhythm of her breath. Now she'll hold this pose 6 breaths, and the next time she comes to this pose though, she won't hold it for 6 breaths, she'll just do it for 1. She'll just kind of flow through. Pushing her weight back over top of her heels, her toes are together, her knees are spread wide. She's going to come up and press into downward facing dog now. So you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Becky's got a pretty loose hamstring, so she's able to straighten her knees pretty good. What you're really trying to do is round your shoulders around your back, hug your shoulders up, and you really want to pull your hips up high into the air. See that Becky has a nice flat angle. She's just going to breathe into her low back, breathe into her hamstrings, and just find some space. It's important here too, just let your head hang, okay? So you don't have to crank your neck up, just let your head just hang like dead weight. So after downward dog, she's gonna walk to the front. She's gonna go into a ragdoll. So opposite arm grabs opposite elbow, and right now she's just spilling forward over top of her feet. And she just, feet are about shoulder width apart. Her head's hanging loose, and it's really important, suck your belly up and in, and that'll give you just that little bit of space. Also, I like to coach a little bit of flexion in the quads. Just keep your quads just a little bit tight, and that'll allow your hamstrings just to kind of let loose and stretch a little bit. Good. She's going to put her feet together, and she's going to come up into mountain pose. And again, we're just going to hang out here in mountain. So mountain, although it looks like it's pretty static, it's not static at all. She has her feet pressed together, she has her glutes engaged, her quads are engaged, her core is engaged, shoulders are down and back, relaxed, standing up nice and tall, really focusing on that nice perfect posture. And again, because it's a new pose, it gets 6 breaths. Next time we come through this pose though, we're only going to hit it for 1 breath. She'll reach up, she's going to go into her forward fold, she's going to come halfway lift, and again, here's another sticking point. So we're going to stop at halfway lift. Hands can rest on the shins, back's nice and flat, head's neutral. Then after this, we're going to get into our flow a little bit. Six, she'll fold. She'll step back into high plank. She'll lower only halfway, so she's keeping her elbows tight to her body. Lowering only halfway, then she's going to flip her feet over and come into up dog. And again, since this is a new pose, we're going to go ahead and hold that for 6 breaths. So top part of her feet are flat into the ground. Driving her hands, but she's keeping her shoulders relaxed. It's very important not to shrug your shoulders up into your neck. Just go ahead and relax down the back of your shoulders. Alright, so she's going to press back into downward dog. Since we've already done downward dog, now we're going to do 1 breath per movement. So she's going to go ahead and rise to her toes. She's going to come forward. She likes this nice jump. She has that really nice float. She's going to come halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then she's going to lower back down. High plank. She's going to go into half push up, and then she's going to go into up dog, and then press into downward facing dog. Let's run that one more time just so everybody can see. So kind of come up on your toes, bend your knees, exhale and float towards the front. We'll go halfway lift, exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down and lower through. So this time what I'm going to have her do is I'm going to have her go through, we talked last time about the vinyasa and about how there's a couple different ways that you can do it. Some of the moves that she was doing, the full push-up and some of those things can be somewhat advanced for some people. So we're just going to show it a couple times where she's going to flow through with a modified vinyasa. So this time she's going to rise up onto her toes and bend her knees, but she's going to walk up instead of floating, which is always available for people. And then she's going to halfway lift just like regular, exhale to fold. She's going to inhale, rise and reach, exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale. She's going to plant her hands. She's going to step into high plank, but now she's going to drop to her knees, and this is the modified part. She's going to lower the whole way down to the ground. She's going to come up. Instead of up dog, she's going to do a little baby cobra, which is just a slight flexion, and then she's going to come up, press back into child's pose, curl her toes underneath, and press up into downward dog. And now I'll let you watch that one time without my big mouth talking over top of it. So go ahead and rise up to the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Halfway lift. Hands down. Step into high plank. Lower the knees. Baby cobra into child's pose and back. Awesome job. So what I like to do is to hold everything for a 6 count and then run through at least 3 flows. We will be putting some sun bees on top of it, so this is how you can start to build your little morning yoga practice. This is so very helpful. Set a reminder in your phone. Do it every day. It doesn't matter how much you do, but it's so helpful when you do it every day. So go out there and hit the mat. Hope you enjoyed.